What up guys, Alex at Obey Rads here, and today we've got another how to make a montage tutorial episode. This episode is going to be on color correction and just, making your clips look nice. I don't usually do color corrections till the end, but a lot of people have been wanting me to do a little color correction tutorial for this, so I'll just do that. I really couldn't be bothered to make another episode, but I'll just do it because of the feedback it's getting, and apparently it's helping a lot of people and stuff, so obviously I'll do it. This is a Black Ops clip because Black Ops 2 is out, so I figured I might as well make a color correction for this game. We will be continuing with Premiere Pro and After Effects after this episode, but this is just color correction based. So yeah, at the moment I have about 7 adjustment layers in on this project file, and I just kind of drag it in, and that's my color correction. I just alter it to each map the way I want to, and so I've already really got a color correction for my liking at the moment. I swap it around every couple of months or something, but we'll try and make one off scratch. I haven't done one of these for a while, but yeah. So we'll just go to a frame in the clip, which looks okay. That looks fine. We're going to make a new adjustment layer, so new adjustment layer. And we're going to go to effects, and you need a plugin called Magic Bullet Looks for this. I think it's hands down the best color correction making plugin out there, at least. So once you've put it on your adjustment layer, just click edit, and a new window should come up. I've just woke up, by the way, that's why my voice is like blah, blah, blah. And in this window, you've got your clip right here, how it looks and stuff. You can adjust the size by scrolling up and down on your mouse. You can zoom in and whatnot. I just like to keep mine about that big, or YouTube size big, I guess, like on the homepage or whatever. I don't know. But if you go to this side bit here, you'll have all your presets. If you're new to Magic Bullet, Magic Bullet Looks, you won't have any of these. But I've got all these presets that I've downloaded. I don't use these ones anymore, to be honest. But these are pretty cool presets, at least. That one's quite nice. That one's pretty cool as well, I guess. But I'm just gonna click cancel and click edit again. So what we're gonna do really is we're gonna kind of make this color correction, this frame look really nice. So first of all, we're gonna go to the side bit. It'll bring up the tools, and we're gonna find vignette. I always do the vignette first. So that's on lens vignette. Just drag that on, and I don't really like to have a massive vignette. Just kind of, about just so it's noticeable, but not not too noticeable. So it's like, wow, I can't see shit. So just about there or something. And then we're gonna go to tools again, and we're gonna add where are we? A diffusion right here. So just drag that on. It's on matte, and we don't really want to add a massive diffusion. I like to drag it onto the blue color and kind of bring the grade down a little bit and increase the size, not by loads, but it might not seem like it makes much of a difference, but it does in my eyes. If I shut it off and shut it back on, it's quite just a little glow. You could obviously increase the glow to however you want. Don't just copy my settings, just play around with them, and I'm sure you'll find something that you like. But I'm actually going to bring up the exposure compensation up to about 1.2 as well, just so that makes it a bit more nicer to look at. Then we're going to go to tools again and look for saturation. Here we go. Now we're going to add this down. What saturation does is it can, if you obviously set it down to 0, it will change it to black and white. There's no color. Whereas if you put it up to 814 or whatever, I don't know, it's bringing more color into the clip. So if the default when you drag it on is 100, so that that's not added anything yet. But I like to drag it down a little bit, make it a tiny bit more black and white. So I don't know, 85 is quite good. And I'm not actually sure what this color does. This little color tool, maybe it just changes the tint of it a little bit. But if that's the case, I'll leave it at green, because green's quite nice. Hang on. No, I'll just leave it at green. So the next thing we're going to add is a exposure. Now I know we added an exposure on the diffusion, but might as well add 2. Fuck off. There we go. Now we're not actually going to add this massive because we've kind of already added one, but you can just do 0.7 or something. I'm just going to show you a few effects that are in Magic Bullet Looks that I don't always use, but that look okay. I mean, it depends what kind of editor you are, I guess. But if you go to matte and actually it's not matte, I think it's lens. Yeah, lens and anamorphic flare. That kind of gives this effect. If you didn't know how to do that, then that's just play around with these. You can bring it crazy like, and yeah, it's just quite a cool effect, I guess. I mean, I don't use it anymore. I used to use it. Edge softness as well. I don't really like seeing this in a load of clips and stuff. But then again, I do like to add a blur at the end of my color corrections, kind of like that, just over this area here and over this area. But that's another one, just edge softness, that was called. I think that's the flare. It kind of just brings down the diffusion a little bit. If you've added too much, you can just add a deflare, and that'll get rid of some. I think that's what it does, so that's what it seems to do anyway. Color reversal. I'm pretty sure this just like changes the color a little bit. Gives it a little tint. Yeah, that's quite a nice effect. I'm gonna leave that one on though, and I'm pretty sure that's it. I mean, I definitely need to add a curves as well. My bad. You could add this in After Effects after I'm using Magic Bullet Looks, or you could use it while you're in there. I tend to use it after, just so I can add multiple ones, but it doesn't matter. Now I'm just gonna do that kind of like an S shape, just kind of copy what I do on this. The red, I'm gonna, depending on the map. I mean, for this map, I'm gonna bring it down a little bit because it's kind of an orange map. And then for the green, I'm gonna put it up a tiny bit, just at the bottom, and literally just the tiniest of bits, just a hint. Just trying to watch my screen here. There we go. Don't want to take it too far then. And the blue, we're just gonna, we're gonna actually bring down a little bit just at the start, and then we're gonna ping it up right at the end. So we'll actually just go like that. I'm just going to go to the green again. I think it's a little too green, so just add it down a little bit. And now if we finish it, that's kind of just a standard color correction, I guess. I mean, it's nothing special at the moment, but now what we're going to do is add another adjustment layer. Let me just find my frame. We're going to make another adjustment layer. Oh, that's a Photoshop file, but okay. Bear with me, guys. Fuck off. Okay, layer, new adjustment layer, and we're just going to zoom out a little bit, and we're going to hit G, and it's going to bring up this little masking pen tool kind of thing, and we're just going to create a curve, I guess, around this area here. I mean, we can adjust it just after as well, but we're just going to pretty much make that shape and just try and make it as symmetrical as we can either side. And, we don't really want it too crazy. But there we go. Then we've made that little kind of, that shape. I mean, we probably want it a bit more rounded. Like so. And then we're just going to add a fast blur. This is a built-in effect into After Effects, so everybody has this, as far as I know at least. And then we're going to just drag it onto that adjustment layer that you masked out and add a 1 blurriness. And although you might not think, what did that do? If I shut it off and shut it on, you can't actually see much of a difference. Maybe you might want to add like a 3 and then just bring up the feather on this to about 9. And pretty much what that does, if I show you now, if I was to increase the blurriness to something like that, and then add the feather, it will kind of feather out around the edges and kind of blend in more with the clip, if that makes sense. But you don't want to obviously put it on 90. You want to, I usually have it 1 to 5, honestly, depending on what it looks like. I mean, at the moment that looks okay, but I think I'm just going to put it on 2.5. That looks fine. You can't really notice much of it, but I think it brings a lot cleaner of a look. I'm just going to increase the scale here on the clip to get rid of the black edges around, and I'm just going to then make a new adjustment layer. For Magic Bullet Looks, they have this little effect called, I'll show you it in a second once I've opened up Looks. Okay, you don't open up for me today. There we go. Okay, if I put on, for example, this preset that I've downloaded on YouTube and put it in a folder or whatever, there's this lift gamma gain effect, and I honestly can't find it in these little parts, in the lens or the mat or the camera or the post or the subject. It's honestly, I cannot find it. I think it might have been in a previous version of Magic Bullet Looks, and I'm not really sure what the equivalent is on this. But if I need to use this lift gamma gain, it kind of just brings another parts of colors into it. I just add a preset into Magic Bullet Looks. I click it and get rid of everything except from this lift gamma gain, and then I can, adjust my colors and stuff. So I usually, depending on what kind of edit I'm doing, if you're doing a hardcore edit, you might want to do a lift on the orange, and then the gamma on a bit of a kind of like a dark blue purplish kind of color. Just not too strong. And then the gain, you might want to go down to the light blue, just about there. And that's like a hardcore looking color correction kind of. I mean, you could probably go a bit more insane on that. To be honest, you could probably go a bit more orange. But I'm just going to drag that below the fast blur. But I mean, yeah, that's pretty much, I'm not the best at color corrections. I've just kind of made one that I like. I got some help off a Saw Aspros as well. I mean, his color corrections are godlike. So, but yeah, I mean, as you can see here as well on this fast blur, you can just see on the feed, you can see Liam's name by Brutal's name. So I'm just gonna make sure that's off the feed and it's feathered out nicely. I think a 50/50 feather is good. And maybe just a 1.5 blur. That's just my opinion. I mean, just play around with every settings, everything that I've just, said. To be honest, I think in this color correction, the mistakes I've made are the diffusion. It's a bit too strong. The exposure, I think I put on double, which isn't usually what I do. But, I was just kind of showing you what to do, just playing around with the effects and stuff. I don't really want to show you one color correction to make. I don't know how many people are going to do this, so it's not really going to be a decent color correction which anybody's never seen before. So I think just play around with it and just see what you get, and if you do need any additional help, just send me a message on YouTube, and I always answer most of the questions I get, except if it's managing clans, because I was at I decided to take on a team, and I just decided not to do anything, so don't ask me about them anymore. Just a little heads up as well, if you do use a flare, once you've already added your color correction, you want to add, I don't know, an optical flare or something, make sure to always have the optical flare underneath the looks layer. It makes it look a lot better, and that's just a tip. Rad's tip of the day. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, if you do need any additional help, just send me a message on YouTube and I'll answer your questions. I'm sorry to say that's it for today, guys. Sorry about my moany, kind of, grouchy voice? Tired voice, I'd call it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you enjoyed. If you didn't enjoy, make sure to leave it in the comment section why you didn't enjoy the video. That's it. Bye.